Yo, this is David, and in this particular video, I'm doing more of a audio recording because I'm a bit shy on camera and I much rather just talk to a microphone. So feel free just to listen to my annoying voice. In this video or in this audio, I just want to sort of explain the thought process behind Carrots and Daikon and just how we got started and just the journey we've taken in 4.5 years of getting from starting from scratch to getting to a point where we've got an established customer base, we've got a loyal amount of people around and businesses around that have been supporting us, and raving fans that have been amazing to us since the very beginning, and we wouldn't still be there without those guys. So I just want to start from the beginning and just sort of tell our story as I sort of just remember it as well. And yeah, let's just go straight into it. So, Carrots Daikon was an idea born out of just when I was at university, just thinking about all the different business ideas that I really want to go do. And oh, by the way, I studied management, by the way. And one of the top things I wanted to do was to just start my own food business, particularly Vietnamese food as well, because I grew up eating Vietnamese food, so it's very easy to like be thoroughly in love with the cuisine, and just me growing up eating it just makes it easier to potentially sell to people because you're very passionate about the food that you eat and the food that you make, that it's just so infectious. So for me to be in love with Vietnamese food and me growing up eating it from my mom's cooking and being able to present it to customers, it's just a lot easier and it's just a bit more natural instead of it being forced. So having the idea of a Vietnamese sort of deli shop, I didn't really want it to be a restaurant because I didn't want it to be more serving tables and like big chefs at the back and there's a big wall in between. I really wanted it to Carrots and Daikon to be really open, just like very welcoming, very simple. Initially, it was more supposed to be takeaway sort of based instead of it being more sit down, really. And I really want it to be more fast casual instead of casual dining, which, as you can see nowadays, is sort of slowly dying away. So I really wanted it to be Vietnamese and I really wanted it to be more fast casual because I sort of saw it in just like examples as like Five Guys and Chipotle. They just operate really quick service and they get people in and out. They got lots of stuff behind to serve and to make food fresh and sort of made custom made for customers too, which a lot of people really like nowadays, especially in this day and age where it's really fast paced. People are always in a rush to go to work, or just like everybody's lifestyle is a bit different now from maybe 5-10 years ago where it's a bit more slower. So we sort of saw that people like good food and a more fast casual environment. So for us, having that idea, it was being Vietnamese, fast casual, making it healthy as well, and just making it really quick so people could be in and out in a matter of minutes instead of waiting for something to be cooked and prepped and served in 5 or 10 minutes, because that's almost like a that's some of your break potentially gone. So we don't want that. We want it to be really quick, simple as well. That stuff you could cook beforehand, and salads, everything prepped beforehand, and just you're just assembling it to order. And that just allows us to make all our meals sort of custom made as well, which is really good, and that's what customers really like. And we've found a lot of success in that where we are located, that there's a lot of businesses around, there's a lot of locals as well that really are craving something new as well. Particularly when we opened in 2014, there wasn't many things in Kentish Town, so we thought it's a nice sort of addition to the food scene there. And it's nice because we've settled in really well and we've built up such a loyal customer base that there's no doubt that without every single one of our fans coming back and telling their friends and family about us, we wouldn't still be there doing the things that we love to do and serving the great food that we're serving right now. So in that many respect, thank you so much for everyone who has supported us up until now and there's no doubt that we wouldn't still be here without you guys. So thank you so much. Back to the sort of story. So sort of just came up with the idea, and we just wanted a good location, and we found this little spot in Kentish Town, just off the main road, off Fortes Road, and the rent was decent, and it was a former chicken shop, so it was quite new. Like it was a really big job. We literally had to take everything out and just like sort of put our own vision to it, and without the sort of thinking about too much into it, is we had the concept there, and we have people and we have friends and family who have sort of skills set that are sort of assembled together. So we've got Phil and Helen who helped me found Carrots Daikon, and we've got my mom's recipes as well, who was in charge of making all the food. So you got Phil who helped me design everything and just like come up with the whole layout, how to have this over here, and just share decorating the whole place, so I don't have to think about it. I don't have to think about too much, and I could just be more focused on the behind the scenes, the branding, the marketing, just making sure that all the operational side is sort of gonna go smoothly. So I'm already a lot of things on my mind. So to have Phil there just to be like our head designer and just like design our menu boards, like literally writing up our menu boards and designing our countertops and just like everything, it's just put my mind at ease that I had a friend who was able to like do all of this, and that's not his profession. He's actually a fashion designer, so it's nice to be able to like split skills in that sense, and like he'll be able to adapt to different environments, so he was able to do that. And then we have Helen who helped me really on the operational side and just like share organization, because for me, if it wasn't for her or if it wasn't for Phil, there wouldn't still be a Carrots Daikon at this moment in time, because it's sheer like just not knowing what we're actually doing. That was the most scariest part, but we had a rough idea what we wanted Carrots Daikon to be, because we've been to other places, we've drawn inspiration, and all of this is just an idea that just came out from university, and I managed to persuade my mom to help me to bring it to life, and just like friends and family who have been able to be so supportive up until now. So all of that has been a massive wild journey, but without a doubt, just like without Helen, just like organizing everyone else, and just like making sure the first 1, 2, 3 months just ran as smooth as possible, we wouldn't still be here. So it's actually quite funny to think that it took a lot of time and a lot of like worries. Like I forget about the worries. I'm sure that at the time it was quite scary, and not knowing what was going to happen next, and it was a massive risk to do. But I think at that time, that sheer adrenaline just like really pumped up, having a new idea that is you're implementing and you're so passionate about, and you spent 8, 9, 10 months researching, planning, meeting people, like sorting out the accounts and like estate agents and all that really headache things that you don't often learn about at university or anywhere till you actually experience it. That's the thing that I find really most enjoyable about that. I'm really developing myself as well, particularly, and just like doing something that I thoroughly enjoy, I thoroughly believe in, and I love doing. That just makes a massive difference to whatever people do in their careers or in life as well. So it was nice to be able to have my friends and family to be able to be there in the beginning to support me and to support the business in the next year or two, because those are the most important 2 years of sort of a restaurant, a cafe business's history, because those are the years that will make or break. If you don't have a solid customer base, then you're gonna need to quickly find it, or else you won't be able to pay rent, you won't be able to pay staff, you won't be able to pay suppliers, and all of this bills and stuff. And when people say that you can make lots of money from it, you can make a decent living from it. But if you're thinking you're going to make millions and thousands in the first 1 or 2 years, it's probably just not feasible. You're just probably in a dreamland. So it's pretty insane that people think that if they could go into restaurant or cafe, that it'll be like fair sailing and it will be sort of easy, and like open up a coffee shop would be so easy. But it's just so competitive. You see businesses come and go so quick nowadays as well. It's so scary. Like 1 or 2 years, you see 5, 6, 7, 8 places close down, and it's because they don't have that steady flow of customers coming back, and maybe their food is not consistent, or the customer service is not good, and just like a combination of stuff that it's just so risky if you're going to go into this business and not be prepared to work hard, willing to learn from mistakes, and just like adapt and improve as you go along, because it's just so hard. And you need that resilience, you need that backup as well from your friends and family, and you just need to ride the hardship sometimes and just like go with it. And I think at Carrots Daikon, we've gone past that now, and we're sort of settled into having a set menu that we don't need to keep changing all the time and like adjusting, because our menu sort of sells all year round, and that's just so important. Our menu is just not very seasonal, it's all year round. So if it's like, for example, for winter time, we sell more noodle soups and we sell more rices, because they're more hot foods. During springtime and sort of summertime as well, we sort of sell more baguettes, bun noodle boxes, and summer rolls, and just like salads as well. So we have a menu that is really all year round, and I guess that's a massive help for the business, that we have a menu that people can at least order something once or twice a week, or even like once every 2 weeks, or like once every month or something, that they'll be like, okay, this is a nice treat meal and I want to treat myself. So in that sense, we've established ourselves as sort of, I'm guessing, I guess I haven't spoken to enough people, but it's the go-to for a treat lunch, or like a cheap eat dinner when you think about it, because we have two separate menus, lunch and evenings. Lunchtime, we're more focused on speed of service and more healthier foods, so more salads as well, so put in together, in and out in 2-3 minutes. During evening, we have a bit more time to like take our time with it, so that's where we get our spring rolls, and we got our change up our menu. So we've got the chili soda prawns and our crispy belly pork, just because it just takes 3, 4, 5 more minutes just to do that, and just like making sure the spring roll is ready. And that's our sort of menu change, so it makes it slightly different. So it's not all the lunch menu you could also get in dinner time. It's more, you can come for lunch and you can still come for dinner. And I think that's the thing that I think makes us different and makes us work. And I see a lot of people don't. I think lots of people have the same thing, but just like price changes, which we do as well, but we just have a slight variation, just because we want both services to be different from each other, but not too similar that it's clashing sort of, and that it's just people kind of get bored of it. So if they find something at lunchtime and they come in the evening and they'd be surprised, that's also good as well. It's a nice surprise. So in that sense, we got our menu sorted, and yeah, just having a good workforce as well has really helped. We've had a lot of people coming in and out, and it's nice to be able to have a set team that we can trust, that can deliver the service and like food the way we have always done it, and to serve it to customers who appreciate it and have been coming back ever since. So that sense, our team is really good at the moment as well, and we've been going for 4.5 years, and it's been worthwhile. It's like so enjoyable seeing so many happy faces as well, getting compliments and getting good reviews, that's just like just being able to hear people say that they like your food, that just warms my heart. It just makes the whole working hard, getting up in the early in the morning and just like going home late just worth it, because people really appreciate the work you put into it. And that's the thing that a lot of people don't think about when they jump into business, is that you have to be really passionate about what you're doing, or else you won't succeed, you won't make it work, you won't be able to convince other people to buy into you, because you don't buy into yourself, you don't believe in yourself, you don't believe in your product. So when you have something that you're really passionate about and you really love and you want to share it, it just makes it so much easier that you don't need to go that extra mile, because you're already going a good mile that people can see that you're happy doing it and that they're enjoying the food, that they're not going to think otherwise. They'll see you and they'll think of other people, and they'll see the good in you guys and them, and they could pick and choose wherever they want to go. So in that sense, we've done really well up until now, and we're going to still look to improve. So don't think we're just stagnated here. We're going to hopefully add a couple more new things and just like make it more interactive for our fans as well, and for everyone who's new to the business to really enjoy our food consistently and at the pace that we set it every single time they come. And just the consistency, I feel like consistency is so important, and it's important for me just to making sure that everyone gets what they want, and when they come in and they're happy, that they're leaving with a full belly. And that's why we started Carrots Daikon, is because we want to make sure we give the customers a good alternative, good healthy alternative, and something different as well. Vietnamese food made quick and healthy, don't need to wait too long, and no fuss really, in and out, a couple of minutes. So super excited that we're gone this far, and we've done amazingly well, I feel, and we could be doing better and more as well. So tune in for more of that in the many months and years to come as well, where we do something different, I guess. So thanks for listening. That's actually become quite a long sort of audio video. I don't know if this will be put up, but it'll be interesting if I did, because it's a nice sort of background into Carrots Daikon that you wouldn't read, or I wouldn't be on camera to say, because then I'll be kind of nervous. But it'll be nice to be saying it in front of a mic, because then it'll be so less scary overall. But it's a nice overview that we are all humans, and we all enjoy good things in life, and we all enjoy good food and get a good healthy lifestyle. We want everyone who comes to Carrots Daikon to enjoy the good food, good service, and to leave Carrots Daikon feeling good about themselves, and that they've eaten well, and they could tell their friends and family that they don't need to worry about them, because they're eating fine and during whatever weather is thrown at us. Because in Britain, we love the rain, we love the sun, we love the snow, but we just can't handle it. So it's just nice that we're there, and we can still take breaks as well during our summer, Easter and Christmas breaks, so we're not going to burn out. It's just nice. It's different, and it's not traditional, it's not conventional how we run the business, but it's how we've always sort of been driven to making sure Carrots Daikon is slightly different from other places, and to just make sure that we'll be able to last the distance, because you can't afford to burn out as soon as you start. So that's about it. So yeah, thanks so much for listening. I've been David from Carrots Daikon, and that's just a little background on Carrots Daikon history and just stuff we've learned along the way. And if you enjoyed this audio, just like this video and consider subscribing to the channel. Would be awesome if we get your support. And yeah, stay tuned in for more YouTube stuff, just like in-store stuff, and just thanks so much. Cheers. Bye.